up, everybody? It's your boy, Heems, and guys, we are back with another reaction video. Guys, if you missed it earlier, we just sat there and did both our Gohan versus Goku Black. And before that, guys, if you've seen it, we actually had the trailer for the new Resident Evil that was coming out. But guys, we're actually switching it up, and shouts out to Octus for another one. Today we're going to do Skywalker, a Darth Vader tribute by Anakin. Now, to anybody, oh my god, like, I'm a huge fan. I would like to consider myself a fan of Star Wars, but I always liked, I don't know, like Anakin Skywalker's, I like his story even more so than I like Luke Skywalker's, because it was a lot of like different trials and tribulations. And of course, Luke went through his as well. I don't know, there's just something about like Anakin, because like he grew up as a slave, then he got freed, he was always reserved as the chosen one. And you can see like though like his upbringing, even like after Qui-Gon Jinn's death, him and Obi-Wan, he was like Obi-Wan's like was like the bigger brother that he, you know, tried to work with, but it was like he still had his little issues. It was so I would even sometimes like Google little like stories about him, like even when he lost his lightsaber before, to him even like attacking the Sand People and actually meeting. I forgot what this Darth Sith is, but he was actually somebody who migrated with the Sand People. He had met him, and it helped him, at least at the time, to kind of get over his hatred towards the Sand People after the death of his mother. You see him after that, you know, pretty much trying to help them win the war, the pressure, being the chosen one, wanting to be a Jedi Master, then after that getting rejected as a Jedi Master, and him always having Palpatine in his ear, and how it just went from bad to worse. And then it was like, after all that, you know, you have him sit there, and then he becomes Vader, and then like you're thinking like, okay, just based off the movies, like everything's smooth sailings, but no, when you read the comics, you find out that, man, Palpatine was like a complete douchebag to him. Like every step of the way, he always tried his best to get rid of, because basically after he became Vader, he was like the lesser vision. He was basically, it was like going from having, I don't know, like a souped up Corvette to now just a burnt out hoopty. Like his expectations for what was supposed to be the potential of Anakin Skywalker or as a Dark Lord of the Sith had diminished greatly. But what I like even more so, despite his limitations, despite him having most of his limbs severed, him being hooked up to a respirator, him even losing certain accesses to the Force because he doesn't have living organisms or cells to be able to, he still managed to do so much and to become one of the baddest Sith Lords out there. Like, and even like some of the like the amount of damage this dude would do, the amount of like he pushed through all that, and he kept training himself. He became one of the baddest Sith out there alive. But guys, enough rant about, you know, Vader. Let's let's go ahead and get right into this. You know, don't let me, I gotta check my pants, and excuse me. But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this tribute.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy, I need some silence, please. You're all too loud, you don't speak quietly. Opinions violently thrown across every surface, it makes me nervous. Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man. I started to go, gotta get through. taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of left, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I started to go. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.
After saving with customized car. Guys, that was hot. That was hot. That brings up even like another point too with even watching that. You realize too there was a lot of pain and loss in Anakin's life. And I think it was those pain of loss that driven him to where it became his downfall, because the biggest loss for him was definitely like when he lost his mom. And I'll even go even a step further, say even a little bit backward. I could be wrong in that, and to anybody shed some light in it. I think his loss kicked in too when Qui-Gon Jinn died, because that was like the father of which he never had. And you could already feel that bond between him and Qui-Gon Jinn. They both shared even like basically that whole rebellious, like, they went above and beyond. They didn't necessarily follow necessarily the ways of they in the end it still was in the name of good, but it wasn't necessarily through the Jedi methods of which that it needed to go through. But the loss began there. Then him losing his mom, and then the fear of losing Padme because he loved her. I think that's now I think we see that's what driven him, and he never, because they had trained, because the whole thing of the Jedi Order is to train yourself to not have attachments, train yourself to let go. Basically, it's like full on Zen, Buddhist, like you mustn't get attached or anything, and yet he was, he was different compared to everybody too, and not to mention when Anakin got trained, he was trained, and he was still a youngling, but he was a little bit older than everybody. So all the other steps that a lot of other people had to go through, they kind of just jumped him ahead. It was like a crash course. And even thinking about it too, like he was always kind of outcasted too, because there was different little videos I used to watch, like Star Wars Theory and stuff like that. And they were talking about even like his training as a kid. There were other kids that used to like kind of talk about him, look a certain way. He can, basically feel it. He can read it, like, it's all there. And it's like, but yet you're being told you're this chosen one, and you're away from your mom, and you're doing all these things. And then Palpatine came into the picture and just started he was nurturing this egg for a long time, and a lot of people didn't see that. And that's another thing, like, as crazy as it sounds, I like Palpatine's character, because, like, he was one of the baddest and one of the most strongest Sith that has ever been Now, what was it? Darth Bane and all them by far one of the best. Could he take on Darth Bane? I don't know. I would say maybe unlikely, but then again, it would have to be. But Sidious was never a person like just straight out battle. Like it was always through cunning and manipulation. But Darth Bane was all about like his force and strength. So now Palpatine don't sleep on him because he a bad motherfucker. Because like literally, there's a recent comic, maybe as little as maybe just last year. It was still like a prequel, but it was like during one of it was like when Luke or Anakin or Darth Vader failed in his mission. At one point, Sidious like freaking played windpipe with his whole mechanical body, crushed it up, left him with just his hand, threw him back on Mustafar, the very place where his demise happened the first time, and told him like as if you basically need to remember who you are, basically remember that pain, and I want you to build yourself back up, but no force. If you use any kind of force, if I feel anything, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna end it. And so he had to, and then that's where that part of Palpatine is like, that's that douche part, because that he also sends an assassin to go and try to kill him throughout that time. And I still haven't finished that comic, but ironically, a lot of people have we could agree to disagree, but I think in the end, Anakin was still he basically fulfilled that prophecy. He was the one that brought the balance to the Force. Now I'm maybe going out on a limb to say, through the Jedi perspective, it was, oh, well, then all the Jedi live and kill the Sith. That was balance. I think what they meant by balance was that both good and evil, and even saying that that's a matter of perspective, by both being eliminated or being removed or the balance being addressed, I think that that's what created the balance in the Force. Because there was still even corruption, even like in the Jedi Order, there was even prisons. If I'm not mistaken, there was another Star Wars theory where, like, I think either Anakin went to, like, or Darth Vader went to the bottom of the floor, and there were prisons where they kept either, like, special prisoners and holocrons and stuff that, and if I'm not even mistaken, then correct me, like I said, I'm just throwing out all stuff from what I, trying to remember or put together. If I'm not mistaken, even the temple itself was built on top of where the Sith at one point ruled in like thousands of years ago. But yeah, like honestly, like Anakin's story kind of touched because it's like his story is full of flaws. You've seen this man go through pain, and yet what I respect about him, it was like when he was a Jedi, it was a lot of people that underestimated him, even though he was said he was the chosen one. But through, he did it, and despite his fall, he was also expected not to be anything even as a Sith, and yet became such a badass. And then, what better way to be redeemed than through his own son, after all those years, and even fighting against him. Like, to everybody, guys, what were your thoughts on that tribute? Did you enjoy it? Are you a Star Wars fan? If you are, please hit that like button. And if you have any suggestions on any reaction videos or even like Star Wars theory, anything else, to please let your boy know so we can all check that out. Yeah, guys, I got Darth Vader comics up there from Marvel slash Disney, and I like where the story has gone so far. I actually, in hindsight, I need to go back and actually read some more. But I've been more in tune, honestly, reading his stuff than even like Luke Skywalker. I don't know. It's like Luke Skywalker was cool, and actually, there's some good stuff about Luke Skywalker over the years. But it was like I don't know. It doesn't hit as much as like Vader, and like Vader is like pretty much the centerpiece to a lot of things. Not even just currently through or was through his timeline, and even up to Luke's, but even after there was a character who got activated through I have to look that up, guys. It's been so long. She basically consumed. She was on the same planet where there was both like good and evil, where Anakin and them once traveled to. She consumed both the water and I think the fruit. And she had to anybody that's a deep Star Wars fan, you gotta let me know. Remember or remind me. But guys, once again, what did you think about it? How did you feel? Are you a big Anakin fan? Who's your favorite Sith? Who's your favorite Jedi? And what would you like to see on the next reaction video? Your boy streams Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Late starts at between 6:15, 6:30. I stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Trovo, DLive, all at the exact same time. Follow me on Instagram as well as on Twitter and Discord for updates on when your boy's going to be live or if I'm going to call off. Weekends are open schedule, which means I can stream something at the regular time, earlier before that time, or after, or even not at all, and just kick back for the weekend. But rest assured, guys, Monday through Friday, and don't forget Fortnite Friday going into next week. If you like this video, please, and you have any suggestions, please leave your comments below so that we can go ahead and check out some more stuff. But to everybody, this is your boy Heems Cats Game. Sign out for another one. I'll see you guys soon with more content. To everybody out there, peace. Till the next video.